I just have, just a little bit to say about my dear and to my cousins, my Uncle Rudy, and they were just like, that was my second mom and my second dad. My Aunt Mary and the kids back there. I remember when I was just a little kid, little Rudy and all of us, we went to the Ram game, and we didn't have any tickets, but the guy at the gate, I knew the guy at the gate, and go buy me a bottle of Southern Comfort and you can all get in. So somehow we got the bottle of Southern Comfort and we all got in, and it started raining. And we were right behind the goalpost, and we came home and we were all soaking wet. And my Uncle Rudy picked us up at the Coliseum, and then when we got home, we were just soaked. And then I remember my tia telling us, "You better not get this floor wet. You better go into the sliding glass by the den. Take off your clothes." And then in the background, you hear little Rudy, "And don't you forget it." And well, I'm gonna dry your clothes. You guys gotta go to school tomorrow. You better. And here comes Uncle Rudy, and what'd you guys do? You sat in my car. Got it all wet. I don't see nothing wrong with it. But that rug, you can't step on the rug. But I've had so much good times at that house. My little sisters, again, Joey, Bobby, Uncle Rudy, Cindy. You know what we all went through when we were kids, and I thank your family for taking us in when we were kids.
I never dreamed that this day would come, because when I was with the Jordans, they were like a second family to me. Way back when I received my walk-in papers for my first wife, and I was virtually homeless because I was trying to give up my financial responsibilities, and Rudy and Gloria took me in. They gave me a bedroom, she fed me, she did my laundry. I was like a family member. I'll never forget that.
I got to meet him and know him, and he hit it off, and then my wife and Gloria got together and they hit it off. It was great. And over the years, of course, I got to know the kids, and it was like a family. I mean, Gloria made it that way. But I got to tell you something too, that I've always prided myself on being a macho man, Well, men are supposed to take care of business, right? you see Gloria operating, There's not a single man in the world that can step with that, I'll never forget one time when my little girls, I take it back, my granddaughter, my daughter, how was it? We were taking care of the grandkids. And I'm taking care of the baby, one of the babies, and she starts coughing, and I'm trying to give her water or whatever, and I'm going bananas. Just one baby, right? We had the other baby asleep. And I had to call my wife. She took care of it like this, no big deal, put her over and done deal. And that was just a little incident. I see my wife do multiple, women, they are the second name for multiple tasks, They can do 2 or 3 things at one time and get things done. And I want to just say Gloria was the epitome, and that's why I think she was a great mom, a great friend. She made a great wife, and one of the luckiest guys in the world was Rudy Jordan right here. And I just want to let you guys all know that being kind. I don't think God says for people to be rich and share money. It's nice if you have money, you know. But many of us don't have money. I think God says share yourself and help, and Gloria epitomized that. And that's why she's made such a great impact with everybody. That's why I'll always miss her, and that's why you'll always miss her.
You know what, you guys, you Jordans, the Brady Bunch and the Waltons don't have a damn thing on that. Serious. I have been, if you get to be my age, you go to a lot of funerals. And I have heard some eulogies, but never eulogies that draw applause. And this was an incredible, incredible experience to hear the heartfelt, soulful, sincere, loving eulogies that we heard last night and this morning. I went to high school with Gloria. And we have some alumni here that went to high school with Gloria. So we are the Rough Riders. And the Rough Riders, if you're here today and you went to school with Gloria, stand up. Stand up. My wife, Vicky, the lovely Vicky Martinez, who I married, who's now Vicky Viagran. My wife, Vicky, was a neighbor, sort of a neighbor to Rudy. She lived around the 7th Street area, and that was her connection. She's a homie with the Jordans. She's one of the homies. I knew Gloria in high school, and you saw her picture at the wake last night. Gorgeous. I remember guys running across the campus to get near the stairway where Gloria might be coming down. To catch a glimpse of Gloria. I remember that distinctly. We hung around a place called the Hollenbeck Social Center. For some of you who are youngsters in this crowd, I don't see many of you, but there was a place called the Hollenbeck Social Center in Boyle Heights of East LA. And we used to have clubs and sports teams and dances and stuff. And one evening, I said, Gloria, could I walk you home? It's okay. And I walked her home to Flats. To Flats. Now, some of you who are youngsters, Flats would be like going into Vietnam, from where I live. So I took my life in my hands that night, but I said it might be worth it. Then I asked her, I said, Gloria, do you have a boyfriend? She says, yeah. I said, oh man, shit. Who is he? I said, Rudy Jordan. I said, shit. I can get killed by 6 guys jumping me in Flats, or getting beat up by Rudy. So that romance ended right there.
But Gloria, since the day I knew her, she was always a sweet, loving, and caring person. And she will always remain in my heart, which she always has. I've never heard her say anything negative about anybody. She always had a positive outlook on life. And I know she loved her family very much, because that was the one thing when we saw each other, that's the first thing she would talk about. She loved everybody very much. Thank you.
Gloria and Rudy were my godparents, my uncle and my aunt. And I was thinking the other day how, like a pebble thrown in a pond, it makes ripples. And I was thinking about my particular ripple that she made in my life. And I look back and you see all these people and you think of all the ripples that Gloria has caused. The people from my friend's house, old friends and family, and just everybody. So all these ripples that Gloria has created and has touched people's lives and continues to touch people's lives as the kids grow up and people know people and things like that. I just wanted to say, before Gloria had her polio, she had taught me and my brother Gilbert how to do cartwheels. That was kind of my little ripple, because from there we got into gymnastics. I taught my kids how to do flips on the trampolines. My grandson, I showed him how to do a flip on a trampoline, and I attribute that to his balance. He's an awesome athlete, and so I think it's the kind of thing that this little ripple that Gloria caused in my life and my family continues to go on and touch other people's lives. So it's just really nice to see the shiny little ripple continue to move on because of Gloria and my Uncle Rudy. Thank you.
Gloria taught me two things. So when we got married, when Leonard and I got married, it was, in November 1970. And even though we were very young, of course, when you get married, you think, oh, we know so much. We're so mature. She treated us like we did know so much. And we were so mature. She welcomed us. Every time she saw us, she talked to us like we were her favorites. And that's the effect she had on everybody. When she talked to you like you were her favorite. You're the most interesting thing, interesting conversation. One of the most important things she taught me, though, about being a mother was not to panic. She was so calm, and I guess with her voice doing everything. She was very, very calm. And it's a famous story in our house. My husband was going to do some work for her in her backyard. We were back by the pool. We're standing there. We're looking at the work to be done. And we look up, and our baby, who's like 4 years old, is up in the air over the roof of the house. And we're in the backyard. We're looking, and he comes up again. And it's like, oh my God, what's happening to him? And we keep seeing him up there. And Laura's so calm. She goes, those boys. She goes, come on, we better go make them stop. And we walk around the front of the house, and Rudy and Joey, and they've got him in a blanket, and they're flinging him in the My 4-year-old loved it then. He's 30 now, he still loves the memory. His first glimpse of Montebello was from over the rooftop on Bradshaw Street. But just her whole demeanor about, okay, come on, let's go take care of it. Let's just take care of it. That was such an important lesson, and it wasn't anything you had to write down. It was just something she did, and you saw that and you learned. And that was always one of her many attributes.